present practice. What's conscious? This is Vish, and today I'll be talking to you about the topic of why you haven't found your passion. So, I'll start off the back with me sharing a brief amount of the story that I had behind passion and what got me into realizing what my passion eventually was, and then why that should also be your passion. So, stay tuned for that video, or stay tuned for the rest of the video, and you'll find out why, or what is your passion. Now, I really didn't have a passion, I'll be honest, especially in any time, honestly. Didn't have much. I enjoyed certain things, whether it was playing basketball. I enjoyed video games to a certain extent. But besides that, it really wasn't much. Being fully transparent here. And that's why when I was finishing up high school, I wasn't sure what to do for a career, so I had no passion per se, and so I picked computer science. Gives you the most options at the end. Excuse me. If I did have this one eureka day and I was like, wow, okay, I got this passion, I can pursue it, hopefully, with computer science. And also the money was paying well. You know, something we all know, right, with computer science. So those are the transparent reasons as to why I picked computer science and why I'm still majoring in it right now, finishing up. And then I realized, and this is what I learned from Sadhguru, right? To an extent, Eckhart Tolle as well. You see, likes and dislikes. So Sadhguru has a statement. The moment you get rid of your likes and dislikes, 80% of your spiritual progress is done. And I don't know if that 80% is true, the number, but I definitely would say I agree with quite a bit of that statement. You see, your likes and dislikes are really of just the mind. Now, you can make the extreme example and say that the body has its likes and dislikes. I wouldn't say it has its likes and dislikes. It has its optimal necessities. Food. It would prefer, I guess, like whole foods and healthy foods. It's not going to say I like it and dislike it. It would prefer, it's going to operate well with it. But it's not saying I don't like green peas, for example. It's your mind saying that. And a huge part of the spiritual path, as I've experienced and realized, is to create the distance between you and the mind, to transcend the mind. Because right now, most of us, and as I've learned from Eckhart Tolle, are identified with the mind to the point where we don't even have the ability to consciously think. The thinking happens to us. The mind happens to us. The mind thinks for us. We don't think for the mind. We are the slave for the mind. They actually say this really powerful statements. I forget who said it, but the mind can be the best servant, but also the worst master. And right now, it's the master for a lot of us. Maybe to a certain extent, me as well. Although I'm trying to grow the awareness to go beyond that. And that is what apparently enlightenment even means. It's a very simple thing. It's not as a glorified thing as maybe some cultures put it to, or as Hollywood has made it seem like, or Western culture. There's only one enlightened person, that was Buddha, or there's... Anyways, point is, I also maybe don't know about this because I'm not enlightened, but I'm just sharing what I have realized and know, and it comes down to just going beyond your thoughts, not being identified with it. Not that you can't think and you should disable thinking, because if you disable thinking, as I've realized and learned again from Eckhart Tolle, for example, then you're going back towards the animal, level of being, where you can't think at all, if that's true. Again, as I'm speaking about these things and these topics, please do not hesitate to comment down below with any disagreements or any corrections or anything, because I'm super here to just also learn with y'all, right, and expand my awareness. So do not hesitate to do that. But with that being said, if we can learn to create that distance, to not be controlled, if anything, we want to get liberated from the mind, right? Then we naturally... I saw something. Anyways. then you will just, realize that it's as simple as letting go of your likes and dislikes. In fact, letting go of your likes and dislikes can help you, at least to a certain extent, in the step towards letting go of the mind or creating that distance, because your likes and dislikes are your mind talking to you and saying that you should do this, you shouldn't do that because of its preferences per se. The moment you listen to the mind and its likes and its dislikes, you're at the mercy of it, and your openness to anything just becomes narrow. A good example would be heavy metal music. Full transparency, the mind or the body of me does not enjoy heavy metal or rock music. But then others do. Is the music changing? Is the frequency different when it enters my ears or someone else's ears? No. It's literally how we perceive it. The mind saying, I like this, I don't like this. So the same thing applies to your passion now, right? What are you passionate about? Well, let's cut to the chase and get straight to the point here. What I'm encouraging y'all to do, and this is where I lay, and am I a perfect example of this in the sense that I do this all the time? No, but that's where and why I'm here, to share what I've learned and experienced and realized, so hopefully I can practice more of it on my own. Not hopefully, but I will. And I'm just sharing. I truly resonate with the idea that you don't have to be something to share something. You really don't. Obviously it does build credibility, but it's not something that you have to be, right? Point is, the answer to this question that you're probably waiting for at this point in the video is, maybe I should start getting to the point earlier in the videos. Maybe that'll help with my average view duration period. But anyways, the answer is, the key is to make the passion of your life this present moment. That's it. Simple as that. Drop the mic. Nah, I'm just playing. Point is, as Eckhart says, we got to make this present moment, we got to befriend it. Because here's the key, and it's a very simple thing. I'm not saying anything crazy. And that's what even spirituality, is. It's a very simple thing, and very realistic and applicable, because it's all about this human being. The present moment is all that you have and all that you'll ever have. It's a simple, simple thing that we must realize. And when we start realizing that, we will give naturally our all to this present moment. So whether you are drawing an art piece, whether you're cooking food, whether you're painting your nails, whether you're brushing your teeth, whether you're finding the cure for cancer, whatever you're doing, it's in the now, it's in the present moment. So we must make the present moment our passion. That way we give our all to life. Because if you think about it, life is just this present moment. It's literally all of life is happening in this moment. It's almost like a vacuum. It's almost like a black hole. It's all happening right now. There's nowhere to go back. There's nowhere to go forward, whatever that means. But it's all happening in the now. And so then once you make the now your passion, whether you are flipping burgers or you're going to law school, it doesn't matter. The key is to give it your all. That doesn't mean that you can't change what you're doing, and that you can't change what's happening in this present moment. If you do have control, then go for it. But a lot of times we're trying to change something that's not possible to change in the now, but we're thinking about it a lot, so we're worrying about it, and so you're not even doing anything about it at that point. And so you're not giving your all to the now. You're not giving your passion to the now. Life should be your passion, and I tend to not use shoulds and shouldn'ts. At least I try not to, but I truly resonate with this. Life should be your passion. Everything else is secondary. Because then everything you do will become your passion. So whether you're painting or you're drawing or you're driving, it doesn't matter. That will truly help liberate the mind. That's what I feel with the level of awareness that I have. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you taking this time. And if you agree or disagree with that statement of this moment should be your passion or your life's purpose or whatever, comment down below. I would love to hear. I would love to discuss with you. Do you want to have a discussion amongst yourselves? Go for it. I'm all for open discussion. I value that quite a bit. But anyways, if you have any other topic requests about wisdom, life, anything in general, comment down below as well. If you made it this far, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. Make it a great day. Take it joyfully. Stay conscious and ecstasy.